What up, guys? JP back at you once again, bringing you guys day number 23 in my 13th annual 31 Days of Horror, a series in which we watch and review 31 horror films in 31 days, all during the month of October, leading right up to Halloween. And continuing along with day number 23, we're going back to 1959 with The Bat, starring Vincent Price, as well as Agnes Moorehead. This film runs 80 minutes, and it also is a adaptation of a novel by Mary Roberts Reinhardt called The Circular Staircase. But there's some little bit of iffy stuff with that, where the film tried to separate being associated with it for legal reasons. But this here is coming to us courtesy of The Film Detective, and it also is a public domain film now, I believe. But it's a pretty interesting movie. So basically, it follows this woman who basically rents out this old dilapidated estate, and there is a killer in the town nicknamed The Bat because of the fact that he uses these razor claws, which I didn't think of it at the time, but now thinking about it, it's kind of a little Freddy Krueger-ish, huh? But he uses these razor claws to tear out the throats of his victims. And we also are introduced to... and this woman that rents this estate is a mystery novelist, which is pretty interesting. Also, we're introduced to this guy who works at the bank, and Vincent Price, who are out at hunting, and basically the bank guy tells Vincent Price that he embezzled a bunch of money and he wants to fake his own death and set up this other bank worker to take the fall for the $1 million embezzlement, and then he wants Vincent Price to get him a body to fake his own death, and Vincent Price doesn't really want to do that, so he murders this guy, and then he... basically there's a fire outside the cabin, and I guess he just lets him burn up there. But going back to the estate, we start, there's a couple other characters too that are there with this woman. Most of the staff has quit because of fear of the bat killer. But one night there, the lead, I forget her name already, but I believe it's Agnes Moorehead's character, who is also, I will say, there is a character who played Darla in the R Gang, the Little Rascals shorts, in this film as well. But anyway, we have basically these two girls staying in this mansion, and all of a sudden they hear a noise, and then there's a like the bat killer is trying to break in with his clawed hand coming at them through the door, which is actually kind of creepy. And then they see his shadow as well, which is also creepy. One of the characters gets bit by a bat. The doctor, Vincent Price's character, shows up, and then a detective shows up, and then also a few other characters too. But basically, at this point, it's a murder mystery. It's a whodunit. Basically, there's all this money that's hidden somewhere in the house, and there is the detective and the Vincent Price character. Everybody's suspicious. Everybody's sort of a red herring. The killer could be any one of them, including Vincent Price, the detective, the butler, everybody involved in this film is pretty much a suspect at some point. But yeah, that's basically the plot. I thought there was some good things about this film. One, I did think the Bat character was kind of cool, although a little cheesy at times, when they show him in his mask and stuff like that. But the claw thing was pretty creepy. And then the reveal is like pretty convoluted and feels very Scooby-Doo. It's a little bit of a mess. It's a little bit of a mess plot wise, but it is a really fun movie. And for 1959, it kind of has like a lot going on with like the killer and the you know, it's kind of a little bit, you know, it's I wouldn't say graphic, but um, it's a little bit more scary than I expected. Like at first, it eventually becomes very comedic, but not intentionally, just like just because it's a little ridiculous. But you know, Vincent Price is always good. I thought it was a pretty fun movie. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7 out of 10. The reveal is a little wacky, but it's a pretty fun movie. I enjoyed it. So with that said, I will see you guys next time with another one. Peace.